So he just left. I get an email, I'm resigning. £4,500 I've just put on a small claims court against a client. You around, you're gonna find out. An extra £2,000 a month in my pocket though. Hello everyone, welcome back to the TED Talks podcast. This is Cleaning Chronicles. On today's episode, well, it's quite an annoying bit of news to share. So obviously, as you know, we've been growing really well. We're hit a mil. We're sort of every month, we're definitely signing more and more clients. And they were getting bigger and bigger, actually, to be fair. And we've had a salesman with us for, I'm going to say 6-7 months. And he's definitely had a big impact in that time, like undeniably worth his weight. Really great. And he learned the tech side as well, which was great. At the start, we thought he was not going to get it, but he did. So, big props for that. Get an email from him. The day we're supposed to meet, by the way, just to talk about future plans, giving him more hours, more whatever. Just saying, I'm resigning. I had an opportunity I can't turn down. No details about it, no information, didn't speak to me beforehand. Cool. Like for me, when you do that, I think you're a prick. I'll be honest with you. Does it negate the 6 months of hard work he's done? No. But does it make me think you're a bit of a prick for not coming to me and saying, well, look, I appreciate you're not going to tell me you're actively interviewing, that's fine. But you could say, look, an opportunity came up. They're offering me this, and this. I appreciate different sector, different structure. It's totally different setup to yours. It's not something you could match. And I'm not using this as a negotiation tool. I'm just putting it out there to tell you because I don't know what's in your mind or how you work. But, for me, it's something I'm really struggling to turn down. But if you have, I'd like working with you, is there any room on, the current setup to look anything like this? That's the kind of conversation you should have, in my opinion. Obviously, unless you do just want to quit, then you do that. That's fine. And that's that, right? There's nothing to talk about in that sense. Which one was it? I don't know. And he's very experienced. It's not like he's new and doesn't know how to handle things. So, and then he was like, yeah, see you in a few hours for lunch. And I was like, we're definitely not meeting now because there's nothing to discuss. Like, why? My wife was like, what? So you're just not going to go see him? What about ending it on a good note? I was like, he's finished. He's never going to come back and work for us. What is the need to go and have this talk, which was all about his progression? So I said, yeah, cool, man. Like, there's nothing to see you about, nothing to talk about. Crack on. If you think I'm right, you think I'm wrong, leave a comment. Let me know. And that was that. And I said, look, return all your shit. He's got a 2-week notice period, but he's a contractor. So I said, listen, you can have whatever notice periods you want, but we've got no work for you. So you're finishing now. Because look, everyone's the same. No one's going to work to the same level of, energy and drive when they're on their notice period. They're just not. Especially salespeople, because they're going to be thinking, oh, am I getting commission? Am I not? You might say, oh, he could be 1 out of 100 that did, and I've just lost 2 weeks. But for me, the pros and cons, there's too many cons to keeping someone in this kind of scenario. So that's really frustrating because he was a key part of our growth plans. Now, me as a business owner, yeah, you could say, oh, and James Sinclair, big up Jimbo, would always say, you should be doing sales. You should be going out there getting business. That's fine, but I'm also in business to do what I like and live my life. So I hire other people to do sales. I haven't done sales in a long time. I've done elements of the sale, if that makes sense, but I haven't done the cold calling and lead gen and things like that. I've done the sort of finishing it off, the quotations, the kind of initial. I've done different parts of sales, so I can do it, but I'm not really interested in doing it. So we've already put adverts out. I've had a couple of interviews since. No one really is there yet. So if you're looking for a sales role, face-to-face and/or preferably, telesales and or face-to-face, preferably face-to-face in the kind of Shires region, or if you're telesales, it could be anywhere. Let me know, send me a message on Instagram, find my email address, send me your CVs. If you're in sales, your CV needs to have numbers on, needs to have KPIs, needs to have targets. If it doesn't, you're not really in sales, you're not that good, you just, no ratings. Sales is about selling, so there's always numbers to support that. So yeah, that really annoyed me for a day or so, as most things do, and then I got over it because he was, earning £2,000 to £2,500 a month. I can now take that out as extra salary, so that'll cover the Porsche. So I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't tend to take too much out of the business as they're growing because there's so many costs of acquisition and growth sometimes. But now I'm like, actually, you know what? F that. Set myself up on payroll for this company for the first time in 2.5 years, and I'm going to pay myself what I was paying him, because clearly the company can afford it. It can afford a lot more than that. So I suppose I looked at it like, you know what, okay, we're not going to have that same level of growth, and to be fair, are we going to hire someone before Christmas? I think we're probably going to hire someone in January. I just think the way it is, people don't want to quit their job for Christmas because they want that income ready to go to M&S and get fucking pigs in blankets. Sorry to my halal brothers out there and sisters. They want to stay, just like the property market. I'm trying to find a residential house to live in. And yes, where we live is very difficult to find things, but fuck me, the budget for one, and the time of year is just, there's nothing. So yeah, I just think we're kind of in that period where, and I'm surprised he left, to be fair, at Christmas. But maybe it's like a really big company doing his in some other type of sales. So yeah, I'll put the job ad out. I'll probably take it down in maybe a week or two. I just think it's going to be like January, people being like, right, new job, new me, new year, going gym for a week, and I'm fucking back to eating crisps all the time and taking bloody Ozempic. So that's what I think is going to happen. So what that means is more salary for me over this time, slightly, not less cost for the business, but more of a period of, and my ops manager is doing that today, right now, more a period of consolidating what we have, trying to upsell. Now we own a scrubber and carpet cleaning machine, trying to upsell that as well. And then I suppose getting more profit, getting more lifetime value out of the current clients that we have, auditing massively in the run up to December and January, so that we don't have clients saying, right, new year, I'm sick of your shit, quality, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna get a new company in, all because we haven't audited and paid attention to, the quality that we've been delivering. And so audits are a massive, massive part of that. Obviously you can't stop every little bit, but at least auditing has a paper trail and we stay on top of it. And that's life, people come and go. It is what it is. We will find another person who's just as awesome, if not more. And it will absolutely take time. It took a lot of time to find this person. And it is kind of an unusual role because the commission on it is very different to other sales roles, and it can be a lot slower. However, I say that, I have a colleague who has a cleaning business and they're doing like 6 figures a month in new business. So when I say the commission can be less and it's slower, maybe this guy wasn't sort of targeting the right people or operating at the right level like my colleague is. Who knows? So we'll find that out. I'm obviously doing bids and tenders. We've got one right now actually, which will be about a 25 grand a year one, 3 to 5 years with a council. I quite like these little council ones because, you get in with government or whatever the hell they want to call themselves, bunch of crap fuckers. It's not exactly a massive tender. So actually a lot of our big competitors who can really beat us on price are not bothered by it because it's so small, it's pointless. This one has 2p, which is nice, so there's no hire there. We did a site visit, spoke to the person. There's these little ones are quite nice. They don't come up that often, obviously, because they're 3-year contracts, most of them. So, they got lots of cycles coming up. But I'm focusing on that, which is mainly a desktop admin type of sales on new business. I am now saying to my ops manager, who has done sales previously in a different business for me and this, I'm saying, look, throw me back some ops stuff and you take some more sales stuff back on, which was always kind of the plan, to get him doing a bit more sales. But now, especially in up to Christmas, I'm saying, look, throw it back to me. You do sales, because he's good at sales. He's better at ops, but he is good at sales. Now we have a scrubber machine. We're doing some face-to-face cold. Hey, we can scrub your tiles right now. Agree a price, agree on email. We'll literally do it right now. So we're kind of doing some different things in sales, and so he can do that, and then I can obviously carry on with the bids and tenders, but also I can take more ops off him because I'm still better at ops than I am at sales. And I'm not really interested in doing cold calling, cold visiting over, I'm not. I will do the visits once an appointment's been made or once, the team have done it for me, but I'm just not interested in it. So, a very irritating kind of turn of events, and everything happens for a reason, but we were on a good, growth trajectory and yeah. Got a £45,000 invoice paid the other day, or mix of invoices, sorry, which was really nice to see in the account. Obviously, I'm broke because 99.9% of it goes to HMRC. Suck your mum, HMRC, and government pricks. So anyways, money. We have a client who, if you remember this, they claimed that our cleaner was eating their hot chocolate. She's allergic to chocolate on her medical form that she filled out for us when she started. So she ate your chocolate, had a seizure while she was cleaning or after? Anyways, long story short, their latest claim is that they cancelled the contract because the CCTV showed we spent less hours on site. And my point was, okay, we have geofenced clock-ins to show that we didn't. Secondly, if for some crazy reason that was the case in our contract, you have to tell us at the time. We will then take it up with the cleaner, take disciplinary action, fire them, get a new one, send you a credit note, blah, blah, blah. But when they terminated, they didn't get an invoice from us. So they didn't know what hours we were billing for or what was claimed. Only after, them obfuscated. And this guy is a proper emotional little pedantic prick. He must be short. Sorry, my short kings, but he's a short jester. Lord Farquaad. You can tell by his tone of voice. He's just very, yeah. So they kind of made that up afterward. And so the sequence of events is quite good because when we go to court, which we probably will, I can say, well, look, they said this first time. Then they said this. Then they brought this up. Then they didn't show us the CCTV. And it's like, well, actually, if they'd told us at the time, we are cancelling because you were on site, I'd say, yo, hold on. You can't do that. We have to have 30 days to rectify it. And I would have been like, you know what? And if the cleaner did that, I would have been like, you know what? Have a credit note for the entire clean. Even though we missed 1 hour per day, have it for the entire entire claim, my guy. Have the whole fucking Monaco there. Yeah, you can fucking have it. Fine, let's keep the relationship going. I've done things like that before, being like, you know what? Claim didn't turn up, didn't tell anyone, have a credit note, have a bit extra. Or you know what, we'll spend an extra 2 hours on site, we'll sort it out. You know, like, I'm not like that. But the guy's a little bitch. And I think he doesn't realize what he's caused by being a little bitch, especially in writing. He's not legally trained, he's not a business owner, he's an employee, he's out of his depth. Like, genuinely he is. His legal person also responded to our letter before action, basically saying the same thing. And so I even went back with another. We were giving them multiple chances. So today I sent off for a £4,500 money claim. Let's see where it goes. If it ends in court, that'd be quite interesting because I've never been there. I know the next stage will be mediation because another client, another little bitch, has tried to argue that he doesn't owe us money, blah, blah, blah. And that's about £1,000 and a bit. And that's going to mediation because he rejected it, came back with some bullshit. I've said, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Like, just skimmed it, was like, nope, let's go to mediation. And so hopefully in mediation we can reach something. If not, we'll go to court. I'll pay the hearing, you know what I mean? Obviously beforehand, I'll double check like that we have an argument here. And that's the thing, these small amounts can really affect small businesses because think about it. What is a solicitor gonna charge me if I wanted advice on this £1,000 other claim? Probably gonna charge me more than £1,000. To be fair, you could spend an hour with it, but they charge £200 an hour and they need multiple hours to read. They just chuck it in ChatGPT and they summarize it. Anyways, love you solicitors. And so there's lots of these sums and lots of businesses that don't get claimed that just go, unpaid and cause a small business to go out of business. Would either of these sums affect me if they weren't paid? No. Am I gonna fucking chase it to the end of the earth out of principle, out of justice? Yeah? Necesitamos justicia. What's the other word? Yeah, I am, because we are owed this money. Like, it's plain and simple. And also it's good experience as well, especially if they do go to court. Like, it is really good experience for me to experience that process, see what the judge asks for, see what's considered, to learn through that. So I know moving forward, cool, this is how we need to handle things, or this is how we just leave it, because it's gonna cost me money. But actually, yeah, people say, oh, it's gonna cost you time and effort, for example. It really doesn't take that long. Today to fill out the claim form, it took half an hour because I had to look through emails and get the dates. Like, it is what it is, man. If you sign a contract, you sign a contract. Like, you know what I mean? Just like when you people loan money to your favorite property influencers and they don't get your money back. You've all signed a contract. You should all be held by it and you should hold people to it. And on that note, actually, if you do have lent or JV or whatever the hell it's called nowadays, money to people in property and whatever, and they haven't given it to you back and they're obfuscating it, they're messing around, feel free to get in touch. If you think I hang out with them or I co-sign them or I've spoken at events or whatever, listen, I don't co-sign anyone. I don't vet or verify or vouch for anyone unless I work with them myself. So like my solicitor, Shaz, my broker, people I can actually verify. I don't associate with anyone. Yeah, whatever you think, you're wrong. Trust me, because my name can't be with anyone in this scene. I don't care how trustworthy I think they are. I don't think they are. I'll never vouch for them. Have you ever seen me saying, yeah, do this person's course? Oh yeah, you can invest with them. It's a good choice. I'd invest with them. No, because I never done it. So I ain't gonna recommend it. So yeah, if you need any advice or help, feel free to reach out. Send me brief details, bullet points. You don't have to say their name if you don't want to. It would help though, because my not legal advice, but just my friendly advice is going to be based on who they are as well, which is the reality of it. But yeah, let me know, because I know quite a few people owed money by quite a few people. And yeah, some of them are taking actions against it, some of them are not. Some people just say, oh, well, I've lost it now, innit? So it's gone, so yeah, that's all right, innit? Yeah. Anyways, remember people, I'm running my mastermind, date to be confirmed, but we're probably looking at January, February, new year, new us, mastermind, baby. So if you're interested, click the link in bio. Let's change your life, man. Stop fucking around doing the same things over and over again and getting the same shitty result.